Podcast 286, Just Beyond the Frame and Fleeting Moments by yours truly, Dr. William Anderson Gittins, D.D. Copyright 2026, ISBN 978-976-97-90384. Welcome to today's audio episode, in which I will discuss my 456 published book, Just Beyond the Frame and Fleeting Moments, as well as my thought-provoking work of yours truly, Dr. William Anderson Gittins, D.D. Copyright 2026, ISBN 978-976-9790384. As your broadcaster, I am from the beautiful island of Barbados. As a cultural theorist, doctor of divinity, cinematographer, podcaster, publisher, and photojournalist, I provide an in-depth examination of how transient events and invisible moments are crucial in forming our perceptions of spirituality, life, and art. In this talk, I'll dissect important ideas from my work, from theology, cultural theory, to photojournalism, and show how they have wide-ranging effects on various academic fields. I'll start my book by tracing the term, I quote, beyond the frame, end quote, which comes from the groundbreaking psychologist Marion Milner. In therapeutic settings, Milner's work on the analytic frame introduced the idea of boundaries, structured constraints that aid in guiding people through introspection. By posing the question, what lies beyond these established boundaries, yours truly, Dr. William Anderson Gittins, D.D., expands on this concept in order to inspire you to consider the unseen, the unrecognized, and the unspoken moments that exist outside of our immediate experience, but significantly influence our reality. I am actively listening, Gittins 2026. This investigation takes us into the world of what I refer to as ephemeral moments, those that happen quickly but have a lasting impact. I have developed this idea by talking about Roland Barthes' thesis, The Writtenly Text. Barthes, 1977, asserts that while some books have predetermined meanings that the reader passively receives, others promote active interpretation and reimaging. In a similar vein, circumstances that are, I quote, just beyond the frame, end quote, demand more of the audience. They invite us to look beyond the obvious and confront the spiritual and metaphorical aspects that are hidden beneath the surface. Smith, 2019. Theological insights and scriptural connections. It's interesting that I have chosen to add a theological component to my investigation. Having said that, I propose that even while terms like, I quote, just beyond the frame, end quote, and I quote, fleeting moments, end quote, aren't found in the Bible specifically, they resonate with biblical metaphors that highlight how fleeting life is. Scriptures like James 4:14, Psalm 39:5, and 1 Peter 1:24 highlight how fleeting life is and serve as a reminder of this. These texts, 2 Corinthians 4:18, Ecclesiastes 3:1-8, advocate a change of perspective from the visible, transient parts of our world to the eternal and invisible. As a doctor of divinity, I usually reflect on these spiritual concepts and tie them to the everyday experience of looking beyond the obvious. In moments that seem fleeting or impermanent, there lies a deeper eternal significance, an invitation to engage with the mystery of life beyond what we can physically perceive. Exploring fleeting moments in art and culture. A key element of my argument is the idea that fleeting moments can be found across various forms of art, from photography to cinematography and in cultural theory. For example, in photojournalism and cinematography, the moments, I quote, just beyond the frame, end quote, create tension and depth. Think about Robert Capa's wartime photograph, where the frame captures intense action, but what's just beyond it? The tension of the untold story is what drives emotional engagement. I, Dr. Gittins, build on this by citing Henry Cartier-Bresson's concept of the, I quote, decisive moment, end quote, where perfect timing captures the full emotional and narrative weight of a situation. Cartier-Bresson, 1952, as cited in Gittins 2026. These brief, spontaneous moments provide powerful insights into human life and societal dynamics. Bate 2016, Swarkowski 1980. Cultural theory also plays a role in understanding fleeting moments, as I draw on Derrida 1967 and Spivak 1988 to highlight how absence and silence often contribute to meaning making. For example, a glance, a pause, or even a fleeting thought can tell us as much, if not more, than the spoken word. These small moments provide glimpses into the complexities of power, identity, and social relations. Goffman, 1959, as cited in Gittins 2026. Personal antidote. One of the most striking moments in my book is a personal antidote I share from March 21st, 2026. With your indulgence, just let me describe a seemingly mundane interaction between a dog and a car on Bay Street in Barbados. A moment so perfectly timed it felt like a choreographed cinematic event. This instance, brief as it was, illustrated my concept of cadence, a rhythmic harmony between life's elements that transcends ordinary experience. This fleeting event serves as a reminder that sometimes the most profound moments of connection and meaning occur in the briefest of flashes, vanishing as quickly as they arrive. The importance of fleeting moments in media and faith. In addition to art and cultural theory, I extend my discussion of fleeting moments to the realms of media, publishing, and faith. As a publisher, podcaster, and author, I have discussed how spontaneous insights, audience engagement, and unexpected events can inspire creativity and guide decision making. Gittins ND, Heinz et al. 2020. These unplanned moments, I argue, are essential for staying agile and responsive in a rapidly changing media landscape. Likewise, in podcasting, fleeting moments, whether they are silent pauses or spontaneous thoughts, can deepen the authenticity of the content. In fact, yours truly, Dr. Gittins ND, suggests that podcasters who embrace these moments can foster stronger connections with their audience, creating a sense of intimacy and trust. Similarly, authors often experience creative breakthroughs through fleeting insights, those unanticipated moments of inspiration that shape the direction of their narratives. Csikszentmihalyi 1996, Kaufman and Gregor 2016. Conclusion. In conclusion, Just Beyond the Frame and the Fleeting Moments challenges us to reflect on the profound significance of moments that might otherwise go unnoticed, whether we are looking at a photograph, analyzing a cultural event, or reflecting on our spiritual lives. I invite us to seek the depth that lies just beyond our immediate perceptions. By embracing the impermanence of life, we not only gain a richer understanding of the world around us, but we also cultivate a deeper connection with the unseen and eternal aspects of existence. So, the next time you find yourself in a fleeting moment, whether it's a chance encounter or a quiet epiphany, take a moment to appreciate its significance. For in those transient instances lies the potential for transformation, insight, and connection. Thank you for joining us today. Until next time, keep exploring the world just beyond the frame. God bless.